What's up everyone, it's Joey, Blush Response, and today we're checking out the Yamaha Seqtrak. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we got the Yamaha Seqtrak here. Yamaha sent this a while back in a great situation where I had their R&D team here in my place, and they brought me the Seqtrak, and they're like, hey, we have this thing, we don't know if you're going to be feeling it, but let's give it a go. And they demoed it for me, and then they got me on it, and I did something that they seemed to like, and they're like, hey, would you like to make sounds for it? So here we are. I have a sound pack out for it today. If you own a Seqtrak, that pack is out and available in the Seqtrak store. So let's talk about it. You got this side, which is drum sampling. Then you have two Rompler voices using their AWM engine. You have a 4-operator FM, and then you have like a one-shot sampler thing with cool send effects. You have the full suite of SPX effects and Yamaha's great effects in general. I am a huge fan of Yamaha. I like their effects. I like their synths. I've used them for many, many years, and I think they're really underrated in a way, especially in the realm of advanced synth programmers. People flex like the FS1R and stuff, but you know, only if you go to like the deepest programmers. You don't see them in casual studios, generally speaking, because they don't make like the easy to use analog stuff. They have really complex stuff. I've had the SY77, the EX5R, the Mod X7, the DX7, the TX81Z, the A3000 sampler, and they've all been fantastic pieces that have served me well. I fucking love this shit. So without further ado, there's a little pattern I made on this. And let's just talk about it. So you have this interface here. You select your track by clicking these buttons, just like that. And you can enter triggers on this trigger grid, of course. You can solo them. And notice I have my phone here. I'm using the phone editor. And it's really kind of important to use with this because this is a budget device and this is your screen. This is how you do it. I normally don't like this sort of thing, but I'm letting it slide because realistically, this is a budget thing. And listen how much I can fuck up that kick just like... That's just off the kick. Literally only a kick going through that. So do you like to fuck your sound up? Because you can. And did I mention this has a full suite of SPS effects? You can even sample in this. Like it has a little microphone built in. You can load your samples. It's got a lot of shit. So I can record sample. Yo, what's up? I'm recording a sample. And there you see I'm recorded. Yo, what's up? I'm recording a Yo, what's up? I'm recording a sample. Yo, what's up? And that's fun. So, what's up? I'm recording a sample. Yo, what's up? I'm recording a sample. Yo, what's up? I'm recording. Yo, what's up? Yo. And I just did that in like 3 seconds. And now I got my voice as texture. Let me do some mixing. So this is a little annoying to edit with it laid out on my table so you can see it. I'm also screen recording it, but I'm just editing the mix now. This is the easier way. I'm just gonna level that up. So, easy to understand. Took a bit of editing and then remixing. I can pitch shift the whole mix. And I could, for example, I got my voice there. I put that through distortion because you have the full SPX in here. And put my voice away full. So this thing can get wild as fuck. edit that mixer, that's a bit loud. Can mute shit. And of course you have like probability and beat repeat, but one thing I really like about this that I find unique is, notice I'm switching, by turning this I'm switching between patterns, but only for one track at a time. So we'll solo just to kick in the snare. I'm gonna lower that, master effect, no master effect. And now check it out. So I think you see the potential because you can have just individual sequences per track. And then go in here, edit the mixer. Yeah. And then turn the hi-hat. And you hear the ratcheting. And these are all my samples from the pack, by the way. So if you have the Seqtrak already, it's already up on the Seqtrak App Store. Again, this is kind of married to the editor. You need the editor, in my opinion. But I've told Yamaha, like, they need to make a big version of this, something to compete with their groove box of the past, because in the past they made fantastic groove boxes. The RM1X, the DX200, the RS7000. Those are all legendary machines for a reason. AN200 even, they can do it again. And listen to that crazy delay on that. Isn't that wild? And we'll mute this, unmute the synth. And I want to edit that synth. And we'll edit the mix. So if I'm editing that synth, I go to this page here. And you can see I have it going through this wave folder. Which, by the way, having a wave folder in a device like it's pretty rare. And the LFOs go to 1400 hertz, which is crazy. That's the normal sound. Isn't that? LFO goes to 1400 hertz. Different curves. So they really did add everything in here. You have so much power in this little box, and I find that kind of crazy. And you can even sequence the wave folder. And just think of that. And then you beat repeat that. And on solo. That's wild to me. You can solo. Or maybe I feel like, oh, that synth is taking up too much low. It's got the filter. Which is wild on its own. Yes. And remember, that's my voice. And look, I just randomly turned all the knobs. Now the pattern's completely different. And I'm doing the master pitch shifter here. If I click here, I have all these crazy effects from the SPX. You have them all. And that's just wild to me. Ring modulator on the whole mix. This thing fucking rules, honestly. And then we can just again flip them. Now we're in a totally different place. It's a fucking chaotic and insane sounding thing. It's just, yeah, there's so much going on here. Like, this is kind of a mess, I'm not gonna lie, but I think you get the idea and you understand where I'm coming from. There's a lot you can do with this. And it sounds fantastic. Like, just that sound going through the wave folder sounds analog as fuck. Listen to that. And remember, these are all my samples. So you're gonna get these sounds. Listen how much that adds a richness to the sound. It's really beautiful. And it's in this little plastic thing. That's what, like $300-400? It's kind of wild. But yeah, I would love for them to make like a super groove box, something to take on Electron. Because they've done it in the past, they made those groove boxes. Let's have it back. And this is cool, but this is like the King Volca or something, you know? I mean, there's so much you could do just with that. Like, I'm gonna change one of these touch effects here. I'm gonna change the bit crusher out and go into the available ones. And look, now I got a phaser or a delay, tempo cross delay, or a filter, master pitch shift, and bad. And then on solo. On the whole mix. That ring modulator is wild. Master chorus. Auto tremolo. Auto pan. Tempo spiralizer on the whole mix. Tech modulation. This is one of the A3000 effects. It's crazy that you have the A3000 effects in here. It doesn't have the jump one, but you have a lot of them. And you can, of course, edit the parameters. Full editing. And this can process external audio too, so you have a full SPX series effects unit in here. That's just how fucking insane that is. And then back to the pattern. I'm definitely torturing this thing. And again. Yeah. aspects all. Seqtrak. So that was fun. Look, I think this thing is extremely powerful, especially for the price point, and I really like the sound of it, and it's to be expected because Yamaha make powerful and great sounding devices. However, the interface definitely leaves a lot to be desired. I love the performance effects sliders on the side. That's fantastic. And I love the breadth and depth within the sound engine and the effects. And obviously it sounded awesome to my ears, and using my samples and my performance techniques on it, I was able to get stuff I was happy with. But using the phone is a chore with it, and I don't like touch screens. And in general, I feel like they could do more in a new version or in a bigger groove box. Like the RM1X is a perfect example, or the RS7000. Those are groove boxes with a lot of controls, and they're considered legendary for a reason. I would love to see Yamaha take this and port it to something bigger. Obviously it would be a higher price point, and so I kind of let these interface concerns slide because this is a cheap device. It's something to compete with the Volcas, and I think I would take this over any of the Volcas in a way, because you have a lot more you can do with it, including the full DX engine, as well as sample-based synthesis and the drum sampling and all the crazy effects. And the effects are incredible, and you can process audio through them, live sample. It's just cool. It's like several Volcas in one, but with Yamaha's flavor, and I think they succeeded, and I would like to see more. Please bring us a big groove box that does insane stuff. Like, I'm ready for it. Bring the FDSP, bring on the FS1R engine in there, the FMX. Why not? Like, they have the technology. Put it in a big groove box. Please, Yamaha, let's go. And if you have a Seqtrak, check out my Soundset. It's already on there. So you heard a bit of it today, and if you've got a Seqtrak, you can use it. So thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.